Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the park. At this point, it could be considered a philosophical park if it weren't for the wild dogs roaming around. And we were almost attacked a moment ago. Just as I was beginning to talk about the transcendental. And yeah, I know what you're thinking. The transcendental probably has something to do with dental hygiene. Actually, this has nothing to do with toothpaste, toothbrushes, or dental hygiene. It's actually a philosophical concept widely used in the critique of pure reason. It's by a philosopher named Immanuel Kant. And yeah, we do have this at least it wasn't a wild dog. Anyway, the transcendental is a concept that is used to refer to a particular group of concepts. They're a priori concepts that refer back to objects. So you could kind of think of the transcendental as, in a way, kind of an ancestor of the Aristotelian concept of metaphysics, as having to do with the first principles of all things. Except in Kantian philosophy, what he's trying to do is he's trying to pick out principles of objects in general. So the transcendental, anything that is transcendental, if we're doing an epistemological inquiry or any other kind of inquiry that's transcendental, is going to be an inquiry into about objects of our experience. So things like their quantitative features, qualitative features. For example, every object, every empirical object has to have some extension in space. It has to have some dimensionality in order to be an object. We know that a priori, that is prior to any experience of any object, that in order for it to be an object, it has to have features like that. A qualitative feature would be something like it's having reality, being there, being in existence there, as a thing that has extension in space. And other features are things like plurality and totality. So as we observe the wild dogs, we can see them as unified objects having extension in space, but we can also think of them as a plurality of different parts. And when you combine the notions of totality and plurality, you can think of the whole wild dog as a totality. Okay. So there are certain features that we can know about objects of our experience in general before having any experience of them. There are conditions for the possibility of there being observable objects. So those are considered to be a priori features. Hence, we're looking into the transcendental aspects of our knowledge. Okay, so last point on this is that the concept of the transcendental can be contrasted with another idea called the transcendent. So I was saying that transcendental objects refer back, or transcendental concepts refer back to objects of our experience. Transcendent types of reasoning, transcendent concepts, are concepts that go beyond our immediate experience. So they would refer to things like unicorns, purple elephants, ghosts, and other things that cannot be scientifically verified or tested. That's it for today at the park. See you next time.